Hello, my name is Aaron Sarka. I work for Miller Contracting Group. I was the project superintendent on this project. I've worked for Miller Contracting for 5 years. I'm a former graduate of Columbus Grove, and what led me to this career is, I guess, back in high school I was actually going to go to be an auto mechanic. I went to UNOH to the orientation and sat through the orientation and found out after the orientation what a typical mechanic would make after 2 years of college, and just decided to go into the trade profession and actually started for a subcontractor out of Columbus Grove. We did drywall, metal studs, insulation, acoustical ceilings. Worked for them for 12 years, and basically just a lot of hands-on. Liked what I did and just decided to broaden my horizons, go to a general contractor, and I guess that's what brought me to the position I'm at today. I kind of supervise the guys on the job, supervise the subcontractors, make sure everybody's meeting their schedules, hold job meetings. I have freedom to come out here and kind of do what I want. Try to stay in my job trailer days where it's really cold or nasty. Try to be out on the job site when it's nice days. A couple things that really help me day to day are math skills. I know I go back to algebra, and I can't stress this enough to everybody I talk to, that math, at least in this profession, goes a long ways. Whether you're laying out walls or you're doing a 3, 4, 5 right triangle, or a lot of that stuff that I really thought in high school was crazy, odd, don't need this. I use it every day. As a kid, I was always tearing stuff apart, tinkering with it, trying to figure out how it worked, put it back together. And I think that creativity, and I just like working with my hands. So I think a lot of that really goes well with the profession that I'm in now, to go and if something's not quite working out, try to figure out why it's not working, or find different ways to meet a solution to get a building built. So I know that's one good thing. Something else to touch on is this job is very rewarding for me to take a project that starts as a bare field or a bare yard, and to have it transform into a building, and to sit back at the end and say, I built this. It's very rewarding in my opinion. My typical day starts at 7 a.m. We have a morning meeting with our office personnel from 7 to approximately 7:30, 7:45, depending how involved it gets. I then go to the job site and just manage all the people working on the job site, whether that's electricians, guys working on HVAC systems, guys framing walls, whatever. I just check with all of them, make sure everybody's doing their job, doing it right, getting the right stuff done, the quality is there, and I just pretty much manage the guys on the job. My position is a little different because at 3 o'clock every day, around 3 o'clock, I actually do all of our scheduling for all of our manpower. So I will go out to my job trailer at 3, I'll call the other divisions within our company, call the other foremans, and find out what they need for the next day or the next several days, and then send out a schedule. Typically around 4 every day, I'll send the schedule out, give the project managers a half hour to reply, make changes, and then I notify all of the field personnel around 4:30 and 5 what they're doing for the next day, and that's pretty much my day. So since I've started, and that's been approximately 15 years ago, technology has come a long ways. The biggest thing that I can think of is just lasers in the field to help level walls and level everything we do. Lasers, we have cordless distance measures now that I could take a measurement from here to that wall, push a button on a device, tells me the dimension. So technology has come a long ways, even out in the field, not just at the computer. Although computer, our software that we use to track the time that the guys are on the jobs and everything now, we actually have a portable job clock system that the guys clock in, they clock out every day when they get to the job site. Just makes everything handy, and we can actually pull all that information out. We know what they did that day. It's definitely went a long ways in the last 15 years. Another aspect of the job is obviously everything that we self-perform on a job. We need to make sure if we bid it to get it done in 40 hours, we need to make sure we get it done as close to the 40 hours as we bid for the project. So I'll go look at the hours that we have bid, make sure the guys are on track to get it done in that amount of hours, or if for some reason they can't, figure out why they can't, whether maybe we bid it wrong, maybe we missed something, missed a detail or something. I think a big thing that I've seen in the last 10, 15 years, it seems like kids don't want to work, they don't want to do the hands-on, they want to sit in front of the computer, and I think they're scared of what hands-on really is. Because I do think this could be a very rewarding profession, and it's not as tough as people think it is. It is, if you get the right guys to do the right things, there's nothing tough about it. I think in the coming years, I think we're going to see a huge demand in trade professionals, and I think the pay is going to be there. The pay is pretty decent now compared to a lot of professions out there. I think the pay is only going to go up, just because there's not as many people now that want to do the hands-on as there was 10, 15, 20 years ago.